everybody and welcome back to my channel. Dan and I have come to New Buckenham Castle, which isn't too far from our accommodation, to have a look round. And basically what you do, in case you walk up and see the signs, we're telling you now, you need to go and get the key from the King's store, which is the village store. Lovely lady who runs the store, and then we have come and let ourselves in, and then we'll lock the gate after our visit and return the key to the stores, and we'll probably buy a few things as well. Now, as you can see, the moat is almost dry, so there can't have been much rain up here in Norfolk, although it has rained a lot over the last day or two. But in general, everywhere in the UK has had a drier than usual summer. So let's go and have a look around Buckenham Castle and see what we can see. Lovely big trees. It's very peaceful here. So here it is ahead, and I will read a few facts about it. So, Old Buckenham Castle and Buckenham Castle are two castles adjacent respectively to the villages of Old Buckenham and New Buckenham, and we're at New Buckenham Castle. Today the remaining foundations of a circular stone keep are still visible. This is approximately 60 feet in diameter. The castle was besieged during the Barons' War in 1263. In 1316, Buckenham Castle was inherited by Adam de Clifton, who died in 1366. He was the son of Roger de Clifton, who died in 1316. The last in the male line was John Knyvett, who died in 1447. Whose sister and eventual heiress, Elizabeth Clifton, married John Knyvett, and thus Buckenham Castle passed to the Knyvett descendants. The fortress was finally demolished in 1649 by Philip Knyvett, 1st Baronet, leaving just the moat and the earth ramparts. The Knyvett family had moved here from their earlier seat at Southwick, Northamptonshire, probably pronounced Southwick. By 1465, John Knyvett occupied the castle. That year his daughter Christiana married Henry Coley, later Lord Mayor of London. The castle comprised an inner bailey and two outer bailies, all with earth walls. The circular keep is thought to be the earliest in England. Its walls are 11 feet thick at their base, and it's thought that the height of the keep in its heyday could have been as much as 40 feet. Wow! To service the castle and garrison, the planned settlement of New Buckenham was established, and today the village covers much the same area and grid layout as the original. Despite being adjacent to the village of New Buckenham, the ruins of the castle, the earthworks, the St Mary's Chapel and barn, and most of the surrounding meadows and scheduled land are in the parish of Old Buckenham. This site is Grade 1 listed and a scheduled monument. It must have been fine in its heyday. It's peaceful here. I wonder what it would have been like back in the day. Probably there would have been a little bit of a village round it, like a village within a village, if you like, with people doing and carrying out the various jobs on behalf of the owners of the castle. and from here trade would have been carried out. The sky is looking a bit black of a bill's mothers. This place has been pretty much left to the wildlife, as you can see, with the birds and all the different flora and plant life. It's still quite impressive, even as it is. What do you think of it, Dan?
It's very interesting. You can see where the holes in the walls where there were partitions. Wooden partitions, wooden beams.
Perhaps you'd like to point some of them out.
There's two here. It's arranged vertically. And then there's another 4 holes. And then there's a thicker piece of wall here, which would have been, I think we've been standing in the basement here, the dungeons perhaps. There are arches or the remains of something under here, but could have been cells.
Yeah.
Under here. This would have been the floor level.
Yes.
Wooden floor, you can see where the beams were.
Quite impressive, isn't it?
Yes. It probably would have been much taller than this.
So you're talking at least a 12th, 13th century castle?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Of course, during the feudal system, you had all these prominent families who needed to protect the land, and of course the castle made the ideal fortress for that purpose, and that's probably one of the main reasons why there's so many castles in the UK and Ireland. So I'm including Northern Ireland and Scotland, England and Wales.
And you can see how thick the walls are.
It's peaceful.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been back then though.
No, far from it.
You can hear all the birds in the trees. You can hear the road, and yet it's still like you're a million miles away, even though you're probably no more than a couple of 100 metres away from the road. So folks, that was just a little visit to this fortress. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, please comment. What do you think of this? There's not much to see and there's not any information boards on it, but I think it's a nice reminder of days gone by, of how life might have been. Gives you a flavour of that, and it's certainly a nice picnic spot. You could have a really nice picnic here, either just 2 of you, even on your own, or with a group of friends. But remember to take your litter away and be respectful and hand your key back to the general store. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon for the next one. Until then, bye for now.